And Wade, I will offer this. As much as through the course of recent history, we have seen the violence and the unpredictability of Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. It feels like it's up even a few levels tonight with the absence of Solo Sikoa, and Solo Sikoa no longer being the tribal chief, and this gang no longer being the Bloodline, as that is now in the hands of Roman Reigns and the Usos.
Well, Solo Sikoa was perhaps the only man alive who had any chance at controlling these pack of hyenas. But if he's not here tonight, they become more wild, more uncontrollable, and perhaps WWE's worst nightmare, and the real reason they were not brought into this company over the past 10 years, because smarter heads prevailed. The issue now being Solo Sikoa opened Pandora's box, and that lid is never going to get popped back on.
Jimmy Uso going up top, coming down on that left arm of Tama Tonga.
Jimmy Uso selflessly loyal to a fault, coming out earlier tonight to save Roman Reigns' wise man, Paul Heyman, now puts himself in the line of fire of these two.
Jacob Fatu gets to work on Jimmy in the corner there. Remember at War Games, Jimmy with CM Punk and, of course, the OG Bloodline defeating Bronson Reed and the group formerly known as the New Bloodline. He broke his toe during the War Games match at Survivor Series when the splash went through the table onto Jacob Fatu. Big right uppercut.
Here's the thing, as devastating as the likes of Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu were while they were running things, while they were on top, at this point now, after a number of losses, they are like wounded animals, and they are simply getting worse. Things going south for Jimmy Uso. Jacob Fatu in control.
And pop-up Samoan drop. Joe and Wade here in Portland as Jacob Fatu continues to batter Jimmy Uso. Tag team action as the Samoan Werewolf Fatu and Tama Tonga in action against Cody Rhodes and Jimmy Uso. This all came to be because of the actions that took place earlier tonight as Tama Tonga knocks Cody Rhodes off the apron.
Feral personality of Tama Tonga, but there is no doubting this man's excellence in the ring. Pulling off moves like this leaping senton. Now Jimmy Uso in a world of hurt, and perhaps the door of him being able to make this tag to Cody Rhodes is closing slowly but surely.
Anytime you hear that hyena laugh from Tama Tonga, you know that he's having things his way. Cody, desperate, trying to reach out and aid Jimmy. Perhaps a moment of separation, but the Samoan Werewolf tag back in and comes straight after the Undisputed Champion. Senton.
Unleashing a storm of despair.
No, he has been a storm all night long, disrupting the United States Championship rematch between Nakamura and LA Knight. Chelsea Green defended her U.S. Championship earlier tonight, the rematch against Michin. Los Garza came up with a big win in tag action, trying to put themselves in contention. Fatu, oh, that running hip attack.
Oh, the head and neck of Jimmy Uso just moved about 2 feet in that corner. The problem is his shoulders did not move with it.
Solo Sikoa nowhere to be found. Without those guardrails around, it has been an unhinged Jacob Fatu, hasn't it, Wade?
Just end this. I mean, Jimmy Uso is kicking out. That is pure instinct. There's nothing going on in the eyes of Jimmy Uso at this point, and the referee, Jessica Carr, needs to take a very close look, exclusively for the health of Jimmy Uso, and perhaps end this one early.
He has been battered and bashed throughout.
Here's the problem: you remove whatever voice of reason that was in the head of Jacob Fatu. Here's what you're left with: the family member that the same ones never want anything to do with. That's what's been unleashed here on SmackDown.
Now the 285-pound Samoan Werewolf headed up to that second rope to meet Uso there.
285 pounds, moves like a 150-pounder, punches like a 500-pounder. Nobody has found an answer on how to stop this guy.
Jimmy trying to fight back. Massive crowd here in Portland. Over 10,000 plus. And finally, offensive output from Jimmy to create a moment of hope.
Well, this was the dying embers of Jimmy Uso connecting with Jacob Fatu. There may be nothing left in the tank to make the tag, but he's going to make the try. There it is.
And here comes the American Nightmare.
The here and the now of this industry, the biggest star in the game, Cody Rhodes. If anyone can put a stop to these two, it is 2025's guy.
There it is, disaster kick. Getting the best of Tama Tonga as Tonga looks reverse course. And Cody sends him out onto the floor. And now pulls down that top rope against the Samoan werewolf. And Rhodes set to fly.
Cody Rhodes, the ultimate ambassador for WWE and indeed this industry, knows that if anyone's going to stop these two, he needs to lead from the front and extinguish this threat before it gets even more out of control.
He asked to do that earlier tonight as they were out of control the entire night into the cover. And a kick out at 2 by Tama Tonga.
Yeah, not many people will leave in that locker room to counter this threat of Fatu and Tama Tonga outside of Cody Rhodes and Jimmy Uso. And I can't blame anyone for that stance.
Was looking for crossroads. Instead, Tonga was able to deliver that knee.
Oh, DDT right on the top of the head of the American Nightmare.
And the kick out.
Such a unique application of that DDT. There's simply no way to defend yourself when you're heading down. Your best bet is to try and get your hands down. Impossible to do so with Tama Tonga's legs wrapped around you.
Jimmy Uso trying to get up to the apron, and Tonga meets him right away. And now Cody is going to plant him over that top rope.
Cody's hurting in a big way. Undoubtedly, Jimmy Uso far less than 100%. Still giving it everything he's got. Might get some power and glory here.
Superplex.
That's the power.
Into the Uso splash.
But no, Jacob Fatu pouncing, preventing victory here for Rhodes and Jimmy for now.
Cody cutter. Watch out! Man, oh man, Fatu just got sent over the desk. Jimmy went flying. The werewolf went over the announce desk.
Oh my God, look how it is. It's the prize fighter.
KO comes right into the entryway, and as Cody has said, if I see him on sight, it's on. Well, it's on again, Wade.
Well, if Cody Rhodes had the blinkers on, they came off the second. KO made his arrival. And now Jimmy Uso is all alone, and he might just win this thing.
Jimmy on his own with a spear, going for the Uso splash again. Can he do it by himself? No, Jacob pulls him away.
Oh, heavy landing to the outside, not only preventing
Cody's nowhere to be found.
Victory here for Jimmy Uso, and this is suddenly turning very bleak.
Cody has gone off to battle with KO, and now it's 2-on-1.
Jimmy Uso getting his head bounced off this new metal table that simply hasn't budged all night. Impaler DDT.
And now Jacob Fatu, the moonsault for the win. Jimmy was left all alone. The Samoan Werewolf took advantage.
Winners, Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu.
Well, you have to say success for Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, but success too for Kevin Owens, who's got one over Cody Rhodes, his opponent, at the Royal, and this continues.
They're going at it. This is how the night started, as they have been fighting backstage and now off to the side of our technical area. Remember, in 3 weeks, on February 1st, it'll be a ladder match with Cody and Kevin. But this has been going on for some time.
Already beaten up body of Cody Rhodes must be exhausted after competing here tonight. It's about to get a whole hell of a lot worse for the WWE champ if Kevin Owens has his way here.
He's fighting on top of the production crates here in Portland. They're going to meet up at Royal Rumble, but it has been boiling over time and again.
Something bad's about to happen. Oh!
Right through the table. Kevin Owens, who says, I spent years fighting Roman Reigns, and I need to take that title off of Cody at Rumble to save this thing. He warned everybody of what he's trying to prevent.
Take another look at this. Oh, right through the table onto a solid concrete floor. I mean, are these two guys even going to make it to the Royal Rumble? Not at this one.
This is exactly how the night started, and now it bookends with this brutality. Right through the table. Remember, in 3 weeks, it's Royal Rumble. It'll be the ladder match between the Undisputed champion, Cody Rhodes, and Kevin Owens. What a night. SmackDown from Portland.